And welcome back to another video where in this one we'll be highlighting some things that we are seeing where these Zionists are trying to do the same things that they're doing in Palestine to the Palestinian people and also to the Lebanese people, to the Argentinian people, pretty much everywhere they go. Now, this is also something that's being done by corporations here, and that's land and deed theft. Now, in this video, we have what's going on in New York City, which is super Zio heavy. So we're going to get into this video where you can see that this brother is defending his neighbor, I'm assuming, because Black Americans in particular are being targeted in New York City. So let's get into this video.
Deed theft, where homeowners are essentially tricked out of their properties, has been a pervasive problem for a few years now. And now this group is rallying outside the governor's office, demanding that she do something about it.
My father and I worked really hard. We scraped and we saved and we purchased our home legally, legitimately.
Rachel Cyprian was shaking mad as she spoke with us outside the governor's office about the devastating impact of her 15-year fight to reclaim ownership of her Brooklyn home following deed theft.
It leads to homelessness. It leads to depression. It leads to all sorts of failures. Here we are, Black people, in this country now for over 400 years, and we're constantly starting from square one.
Deed theft is when a property's title is transferred away from the rightful owner, generally due to deceptive or predatory tactics. Frequently, the targets are seniors and communities of color.
What do we want? What we want it.
Now, Brooklyn City Councilman Chio Say is pressing the governor to put a moratorium on evictions where there's a deed theft case pending or being investigated.
We are pleading to the governor, to the head of the state, to do right by all of us, to do right by Black New Yorkers, and to do your job.
During the moratorium, Chio Say and other elected leaders are demanding legislative fixes, like more support for homeowners in eviction court, special investigative units inside district attorneys' offices, a public database of shell companies associated with deed theft, and more. In response, a spokeswoman for the governor's office.
I'll stop right here. First off, the governor's office isn't going to do anything. And we know as well as most people that they're all in bed together. What happens with these situations is a senior citizen in particular, fixed income, the taxes on the property spiral out of control so high to the point where you can't afford to live there anymore neither, because the assessed value is what you're being taxed on and you don't have it. Or they find out that you're behind and you may not have been aware that you were behind as much as you were, or you didn't know that you were behind at all. So these tax sales pop up, and before you know it, your property is being threatened for foreclosure, and they will show up with this deed saying, hey, you're about to lose your house and we'll pay it off if you just go ahead and sign this document, or they'll just flat out forge it because they know that most people don't know their rights, especially when it comes to property law and real estate. Now, in this video here, this one is really up close and personal where they're bringing documents and trying to finesse people out of their property, knowing that you don't know your rights. This is a brother who is going about defending his neighbor, and I believe this is part of New York City, like Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, or Manhattan, somewhere in there. But listen to this.
The second time he came around, I was talking about he trying to get him. You understand? Ain't no inspection. You don't own the house. Get out of here. You don't own nothing. They got court orders. No, get out of here. Fake ass court order. Look at this guy's scam. Guy been here for years. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. He's torn here. Get out of here. The cops came, they did nothing. Get out of here. Yo, I don't know you guys understand. We're not playing over here. We're not playing. We don't give a fuck about that little fake ass hat. We're not the fuck hat on. We're not playing. You hear me? We're not playing. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here before you get yourself hot out of here. You heard? We don't give a fuck about that hat. You heard? We don't give a fuck about that hat. We're not just.
And that's the truth. You know, these people, they walk around with such a sense of arrogance and entitlement that they think that just because that they have, this hat on that it gives them this air of superiority over everybody. And the fact that you see how timid he is even when he's presented a document like, I have this document, because he knows that it's all BS. He knows that it's not legitimate, and they're banking on your ignorance and the fact that this is a Zionist white person that you're just supposed to be scared and just give them what they want and not push back. But when you know your rights and you know the law, you can fight. But when you don't know any of these things, you give them exactly what they want. And then once it's gone, you never get it back. So don't just assume that because you're a day late on your taxes, and that's assuming you're even late on your taxes. We don't know. They may not be late on their taxes at all. This may not be a tax issue. This may be something as simple as a code violation for whatever the reason is, and you weren't aware, and they went and filed some stuff at the recorder's office. You don't know. The point is, don't give up your property. Understand your rights. Do not let a family member just give up their property. Keep in check on your elderly, those that are on fixed incomes, those that may not have the mental stamina to go through these hoops and jump through all these hurdles when it comes to trying to read and understand these documents. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. But these Zionists won't stop until we collectively put our minds together, get out of our feelings, and understand that they come for one, eventually they come for all of us.